It's a difficult question because I've had many challenges in my life. Probably one of the biggest challenges that I had was when I first went to work for the Department of Industrial Relations some 30 years ago. It was really hard for me to adjust after serving tour of duty and officer school and coming back home to work with people that I grew up with and people that I knew, but then to face some of the issues that Cullman was facing during that period of time. You know, we come a long ways. And through those experiences, I think Cullman is now ready to elect a legislator who can serve them with dignity, with honesty, with sincerity, one who would be transparent. And I think those experiences in my life has caused me to be who I am today. I have been challenged on every front, whether or not am I for real, am I serious? Folks, this is serious business. This is a serious position, and your lives will be affected by whoever you select to go to Montgomery. So obstacles, I'm used to those, but I know someone who will take care of my obstacles in life, as you know someone. And I believe through those obstacles, we become better people. And so I'm better prepared to serve as your state representative, having gone through those obstacles in life. Thank you.
The greatest obstacle, I would have to say, for my life has been having a position in a monastery, building a monastery in Hansville, Alabama, being with Mother Angelica for 13, 14 years, and finding out the next day that you have nothing. It was very interesting. Mother Angelica had a stroke in 1999, and I was with her Christmas Eve. And I was also attending school in Connecticut with my master's degree. And all of a sudden, the person who I take care of for the past, like I said, 13 years, was in a coma, unable to speak. And I wondered, now what? Through that process, God shut that door, and then I looked for another door to open. And I had 3 pairs of pants and 2 shirts. I had $150 in the bank, and I had nothing else. So I think I can relate to the poor. I can relate to the very, very rich, because I was with 5 families who've donated over $55 million to build this monastery. And it is amazing what God can do with someone if you follow his directions. I really believe that God pointed me to this position. I believe that God wants me to be your state representative. And I believe that if God allows me this, and if you vote for me to do this, I can use what I've learned, the good and the bad, because I'm saying there's both what I've gone through. I can take that to Montgomery, and I can be your representative because I know what you've been through. Mother Angelica always told me, you can only deal with someone if you've been that low. You can only talk to someone if you've had the same problems that they've had. But I assure you, most of the people in here, I can share with the problems that each one of you had, and I'd like to carry your problems and be a help for you down in Montgomery.
My belief is that all 3 of us have been raised, and we've all come through diversity. I've been poor, very, very poor, raised up, and I've been wealthy. I'm and I'm not ashamed of that. You know, my husband, we work very, very hard. So, you know, we've all overcome diversity. We've all overcome obstacles. But I'm standing before you today, and I am telling you that I am the person that you can send to Montgomery. I am the 2nd female that was elected to the Cullman County Board of Education. I have been elected 4 different times, and I have stood before them, and I have accepted challenges, and I have stood firm, and I have accepted challenges, and I have made difficult decisions, and I can go to Montgomery and I can make difficult decisions as well. I am dedicated and I am devoted to the purpose for which I stand. And I am telling you that I am a female that can stand strong, and I can stand up against any man in Montgomery. And I can go to Montgomery, and I can stand firm, and I can stand strong. And if you will send me to Montgomery, I can prove to you that I am the person that you need to be represented by. And I thank you for this time.